CYFD, this is Lenora.
Hi, Lenora. This is Lacey Roberts. You came to my house yesterday.
Yes, how are you?
I'm okay, hun. So I rewatched those lives and I did some commentary, like I recorded them.
Mm-hmm.
So I didn't know everything because I hadn't gotten to watch them. What she did was she went and doxed records from when Brandon had abused my daughter. Initially, I called about that. Then my son disclosed in an interview. So the case was opened with you guys and they closed it, but my daughter disclosed in November, I believe, of 20 to Deborah, but they said
Mm-hmm.
that they didn't get the information in time and they had closed the case. So whenever baby girl had been going through all that stuff, she's been in therapy. Well, she was in therapy, but she doesn't like therapy because she gets very depressed during therapy. And her doctor recommends that she doesn't do therapy if it's not, because some people you know what I mean? Some people it's not good for, and she doesn't do good for it having to talk about it all the time. Something
Right.
we're working into. But this man was up there asking for cash apps. She was trying to say that whole case with my divorce was over Blake. But you guys testified for me. Miss Monica was there all the time. I let her talk to the kids anytime she wanted to, alone. She saw all the pictures of evidence against Brandon
Mm-hmm.
and him getting littles, like trying to get littles, like women to pretend that they're having sex between the ages of 2 and 5, and he was dressing in that BDSM stuff. Well, he got on there saying that, you know what I mean, I'm the one who put that out there. I'm not. It's been all these people doxing me this whole time. Those people are
Right.
putting it out there. And so my family, and not knowing that these people are doxing them, are not listening when I'm trying to explain to them, hey, they've put pictures of you up there. They've put, you know what I mean? Like, they
Mm-hmm.
doxed that our brother shot 2 officers in August. I was the last one to speak to him. My brother fell off the wagon, and the last thing we talked about was that Illis page. And she had that Uncle Daddy Diddler thing that I showed you guys.
Yeah.
And my brother saw that, and it was the anniversary of my dad getting killed suicide by officer. And my brother went on that, and I called police and notified them. I called Artesia police, and they had all the records messed up. Like, that's why when you saw the recognition when I heard his name, Turner,
Mm-hmm.
because I just got the runaround a lot, and they weren't paying attention to how important this is because they're doxing. First of all, they're saying it was my son Blake was raped by him. Here's the thing: Blake told me this whole time, but there is $100,000 on the line. And I reported to you guys in August that he was around my sister and my other family, and they were influencing him because there is an insurance payout for a car accident. So my son is doing this over $7,500. He wants Brenton, my oldest, the grown up,
Yeah.
to sign over and say that he's only going to take $7,500. And I can verify that also with Detective Duran because we had an hour and some change conversation about Blake having had hid things from me. So apparently what happened is whenever a case was opened with you guys in August, nobody believed me. Then he got kicked out of there because and I don't know if this nobody believed me, but he was almost 18. And
Mm-hmm.
I almost felt like it was just kind of like by the time it goes to court, it doesn't matter kind of thing. And he
Well,
missed.
and the thing is, too, if he didn't disclose at the time, then there's nothing that can be done. Because he's got to say this and this,
No, he
there's got to
did. He
be.
did. He went through the whole thing. Yeah, that's what I'm saying, hun. So, like, okay, when I first.
Do you know if he did an interview with somebody?
Yeah, he
And
did a forensic interview and Brandon was charged for him. But now, because Blake is with my family, Blake is saying that I made him do that. And
okay.
and that's what I'm saying. There's $100,000 that they're messing with that they want the money for. This has never been said. In fact, what was said that I was telling you about, I think his name is Detective Duran in Roswell, is that since my son has not been home with me like I requested, my son has been living with he got kicked out and he stayed with Crystal, who has the vetted interest because it was her kids in the accident too. Then he got kicked out of Crystal's because there was a fist fight with Crystal's brother because Crystal's kid's really bad. His name's Jacob, and he's always on probation, and Blake's running around with him, which is what I tried to prevent. So he had an altercation with David and got kicked out. Then he moved in with my sister. My sister has talked to Brandon Waters. She has been romantically linked to him. She has consistently done things to sabotage my daughter having justice. She testified against me. She testified against me in this. She hid a gun. That man pulled a gun on me and had a restraining order against him. My sister took that gun and basically made a bill of sale for it to hide it for him. Like the case pictures that you can see from when all this happened, I did everything I was supposed to do. CYFD testified for me. Casa and me didn't get along, but that's because baby girl was crying so bad and bedwetting and thumb sucking, and like they just wanted me to keep taking her. So I requested a guardian ad litem. So what these people online are looking at these court records, they're thinking it involves my son. My son's dad is gone. He passed away in 2012. It's not about my son. It's about my daughter, and they're exploiting her. And she didn't get justice because she was so little that it was hard. And by the time that she disclosed with dolls, then CYFD said because we changed caseworkers because Monica quit. And whenever that happened, they said that it took Deborah too long for them to get back. But the reason why Deborah said that she took so long to get back was because when they marked on the paperwork what information they wanted, they didn't fill it out properly. And she's one of those, she just isn't going to answer it if it's not filled out properly. Like, she sent it back, she said it wasn't filled out, and nobody did anything else. My daughter is...
And was that in Chavez County?
That was No, that was in Roswell. That was in Roswell.
So that's Chavez County, and that's a whole nother branch. That's like
yeah. Oh, I'm sorry. I thought you said Eddie. I'm thinking Eddie. Sorry. Yeah.
No.
No. Yeah, that's a whole other branch.
That's probably why, and I can guarantee that's probably why there's so many issues, because some things happen in Chavez County and the officers in Eddy County are not going to take care of what happened in Chavez County. And then if stuff in Chavez County,
and
over.
One thing that officers did was, like, I requested a supervisor. Was Blake would refuse to come home. And like they said, he was 17. They just kind of threw it away or whatever. But I requested a supervisor. And when I requested the supervisor, he did not know what doxing was. He told me, basically that Blake was going to do what Blake was going to do. And Blake has manipulated and lied. But when I told him, call Artesia Police, because Artesia Police have a plethora of reports that I have made, Artesia Police told them that I did not. I have the phone calls on recording. I have the police reports. I have all of it. But the only thing was that Blake's name was not in it. So Officer Reese in Roswell was asking about reports about Blake, not about doxing. And that's why they didn't have anything to give him, because he didn't know what doxing was or to say that's what it was for. So I've been trying to prevent this for a long time. I did get it where she said she was going to call like 2 weeks ago. And then she said that she's going to call at the conclusion of her investigation. She's not a journalist. She's some weird lady from Ireland that doesn't know my family, that reached out to them and got all of this mess started. Now, I thank you for not disrupting my daughter. I believe, like, when you come in my home, you can tell my baby girl is just fine. She's not anything wrong with her. Yeah. She wasn't even bothered by you guys. Like, most kids, like, you know how kids, like, from an abusive family, they're going to be scared of cops. They're going to be scared of CPS and stuff. She looked at y'all and went right back to doing her thing.
She just continued about her business,
Yeah, and I mean, because she knows, you know what I mean? She knows her mom's got it. And I am going through a lot. And yes, I was yelling and screaming on panels because these people were attacking me with trauma. My father sexually abused me. My father shot my mother. And
Okay.
my mother lived, but my father shot my mother, and I raised my siblings, so they started doxing and putting out like newspaper and videos of my dad, and he committed suicide by officer in 2019. They killed
Mm.
him. So they're putting all that out, getting trauma responses from me, and these are old ass, you know what I mean, old videos. I
Yeah.
got away from it because it was triggering me, and yes, they were getting trauma responses, but they were using trauma for pay.
Yeah.
And I mean, I did notify the police on May 10th that they would be doing this because they do it to a lot of people. But what I wanted to see if you could help me do is I already know it's instantiated, but what I want is there is something you can get because Briley is a minor. And basically, it will make them take that content off of the internet and stop letting them harass her. But I need it to be drawn up by you guys so that I can submit it to YouTube so they can take that content down about her sexual abuse.
Oh, okay. So they need something stating that it's in is that what it's litigated or it's like improper or what is it? Like
Well, actually, it violates New Mexico law. It's like a misdemeanor charge for them to be doxing the information, but it also
mhm.
goes a bunch of against a bunch of child care stuff. And I went ahead and ran it through my AI. I was gonna email to you what it says that you need to write on it,
Okay.
like what YouTube would be looking for. I mean,
Yeah.
can you take an email down, please?
Yeah, so yeah, I'll send you my email and send me what
I'm
you're kind of looking for
I'm gonna
because
send
I'll
you
need to get a
that.
supervisor to look at that so they can do it.
Yes, I'm going to send you that email. And in that email, I'm going to include, I did 4 hours of recording. So I'm going to include the AI summaries of all the lies she told because she was saying this was about my son. And originally, you saw Detective Turner listening to them say it was my son's biological father, who's deceased since 2012. So as you can see,
Mm.
they're doxing misinformation. But because it is so much footage, and that's not even all of it, I was going to go ahead and do an AI overview with timestamps. Then if you need to go to it, you can look and see what she's doing
Right.
because it's
But
all
like I said, with our report, I mean the allegations were against you, and they're not founded. I mean, there's everything's fine. So
okay.
like our report was just strictly allegations that you were being neglectful and abusive by allowing this stuff and these allegations to go on. Now, once you explained what exactly happened and you have all of this documented either on YouTube or through Artesia Police or through Roswell because it's in Chavez County. Now we know there
Yes,
isn't an issue.
ma'am.
You're not abusing your child. There's nothing going on, and so those allegations are unfounded. That's the important part. We got that taken care of. This other, if we can help with that, then yeah, I'll forward it to see if we can get that so we can get the other part taken down so that it's a
Yes.
non-issue.
Yes, and that would be amazing for me. Like, I mean, I don't want to prolong it being closed. It's already closed, but if I can just get that help because it's causing a trauma response in me and my daughter, and I don't want it to affect the household, my household. I don't want my
Yeah.
information out there. That's why I did. Of course, I'm going to lie and say that's not her father. Why would I say that's her father when they're putting up BDSM pictures? It's not my job to tell doxers the truth about my life. I don't,
Right.
you know what I'm saying? Like, why
Yeah,
would I?
the less you want out there, the better. You don't want to have. Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. Because then they just exploit it. And I feel like so happy and thankful that you did not exploit my daughter more because you could see immediately when you came in that that my dog was jumping on you guys, and I was like, oh my gosh, nervous because Detective Turner was here, and I was like, oh my gosh, the dog's jumping everywhere. But I'm not ever nervous to have the anything. I was very open with you guys whenever the case first happened,
Yeah.
And nothing was founded against me then. Nothing is founded against me now. I was just going to send you this evidence so that I can get those channels taken down, and also so that you have that evidence that they are misconstruing the facts. So if they try to call you again, then you have a whole video of them getting paid, taking cash apps, monetization, and saying that they'll do it. Because this is like, I have like 3 or 4 videos of them saying that they're going to do it, and then they do it.
Yeah.
So that way, you said if it goes to the sky system, that it'll knock it back. You know what I mean? Because I just don't
Yeah,
want to
because
keep
that's
on.
what we want is like I said, sometimes we get 3 or 4 reports on the same exact thing from like different people, and it's not always recognized at Sky, so they patch them through. And so here we are again doing the same thing, but
I
sometimes they
bet you
catch
guys
it
do get a
and they do flag
multiple,
it.
a lot of mass reporting though, and that's what they're doing, mass reporting
Yeah,
it. And so it's just like, I'm glad you're just understandable. I'm glad that you're verifying my baby's okay. I've done everything as a mom to get her the help that she needs. I continue to strive for that. There's like no way, like, I feel like she was done so much injustice, and she was hurt so bad, and she had no voice because she was little, and now she's still struggling with PTSD from it, and she's scared to death of that man, and he pulled a gun on me, and these people are having this man up there trying to give him money. He has not seen her. I have sole custody of her. He has not been around her. She is scared to death of him, and these people are giving him money. Like, it's disgusting. They found nude pictures of him at Job Corps where he worked, with back pictures, with, you know what I'm saying? Somebody had to take a picture of his back. There was a frilly bed set and him naked. All of that got turned into you guys. So these people, not knowing how to read those documents or what child it is or anything else, are now giving this gross person this platform for that. So that's what I'm
yeah,
saying. Like, that's basically the gist of it. It's like, they can get him on for an interview, they'll give him some cash apps, and boom, they'll exploit my daughter. So we're not having that. And I think you sound like a very good advocate for my daughter, because I know that you'll get that letter so that I can make them take that crap off the internet, because it's just like, like, that's too much for baby girl, and it's illegal. So I'll send you the whole thing that
okay,
the AI put out there, and it tells you who to contact. And then if you can just get the letter stating, like, the mother in this case was not found substantiated for anything. This is not accurate, and it also violates New Mexico state law, and then it gives the statute. Um,
okay. I'm gonna text you my email,
okay,
and then
sweetie.
that way you can send me
Yeah,
all that
it's
info.
just
Okay.
detailed more that way. I use my AI because I have ADHD, so this helps me, and it's going to be more organized for you to see what it is.
Okay.
Thank you so
Sounds
much
good.
for your
Thanks,
help,
AC.
Lenore. I appreciate
Uh-huh.
you.
Yes, I'll talk to you soon.
All right, hon.
All right.
Bye.
Bye-bye.